Today we're going to have a look at the use of a rock tumbler for polishing up brass for reloading. We sell a lot of tumblers for this job and they work really well. A lot of our reloader customers have switched over to the wet polishing method using stainless steel shot. So this size of tumbler, we have a range. This particular one is a 4-pound barrel. The barrel diameter is about that size, 6 inches diameter, and we're going to put 40 of this size of case in there. So this is a fairly typical kind of situation. The brass is quite tarnished and they're going to come up really well. So we'll put those in. And 40 is about that much in that size of barrel. The next step is to put the stainless steel shot in, and we're going to put in 750 grams, which will work pretty well in this size of tumbler. So put that in, and then just enough water to come up to the top of the level of that media. Just to the top there. The next thing we're going to do is put in some burnishing compound. There's a range of different things you can use. We recommend this one, MP103. It's been working really well on a range of metals, including gold and silver, but it also works really well on brass. So for that kind of situation, we put in, say, half a tablespoon. Now this is a 4-pound tumbler, the 45C, and the Lawton barrels have a double lid system. So you put the inner lead in first, and then this outer one over the top. One thumb nut to screw it down. So we're going to put the barrel on the tumbler, start the machine, and we'll let it run for about half an hour. We'll come back and check it then. I would say that batch of brass would probably need 1.5, perhaps 2 hours, but we'll check it in half an hour and see how it's going. Okay, this one's been running for about half an hour, so we'll just have a little peek inside and see how things are going. So you can see a fair bit of froth in there. And already they're starting to come up quite well compared to the originals. But they still need a bit more work, so put them in there for about another hour at least. Okay, we're going to take another peek at these cases. They've been running for about an hour and a half now. They might need a little bit more, but we'll soon find out. We've done benefit for probably another half an hour, but they're certainly looking a lot better than compared to when they first went in. So we'll pop them back in. I should mention that it is quite normal for these tumblers to run quite warm. So the motor's in there, and you'll feel that's quite warm to the touch. That's normal, nothing to worry about. So we'll put the lid back on. Just make sure you run your finger around the rim there. Any pins that have just got lodged up there, just brush them back down so that you get a good seal with that inner lid. When you do that, you won't get any leaks. outer lid goes down, thumb nut goes on. We'll give it another spin for about another half an hour. Should be right by then. Okay, we're going to take this this batch out of the barrel now and see how it's turned out after about 2 hours of tumbling. So when I pour this water off, you're going to see that it's quite black and dirty. If you wanted to tumble this batch longer, I would suggest refreshing the water at this point. Clean water, new lot of burnishing compound, because that water's looking like it's not going to be able to hold much more. Now it's a good idea if you can get a sieve that's large enough to let the pins through, not so large to let your pieces through. Just rinse that off thoroughly. And they're looking pretty good. Now at this point you're going to need to really rinse these cases very thoroughly and allow them to dry completely. But they're looking good. So we'll do that a little bit later on, but just so that you can see the comparison. So that's what we've come from, and that's what we've been able to. Now you might get some people that want to tumble them a little bit longer, but I think they're pretty good. They certainly reload well. So I hope that makes it clear. It's a really simple process. All you need is a bit of burnishing compound, some stainless steel pins of that size, tumbler of the appropriate size to do the size and batch size of cases, the sort of cases that you use, and you're ready to roll. Thanks for watching. See you next time from Aussie Sapphire.